That's me, bro.
Do you think that would like even be
Got the
accepted?
Jew chop down though.
The Jew chop. Auschwitz. Like to the front of my stomach.
Yeah.
Like I'm worried, like if I'm actually gonna pass this down. Like I mean, if it is, it is. I'll be ready for it just to be over with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come in here crying. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I'm gonna take a break. I'll come back. I'll be like fucking teary eyed and shit, and be like, you good?
We'll continue, but welcome to the Crude Project, everybody. This is another episode of just us shits and giggles. Ant
I'm
had
passing
a
stone.
really. Oh my God! Were
Oh,
you
it
able
feels
to?
like it.
Were you about to pass Stone?
I mean, it feels like it. So like I woke up this morning like 6, and I was like, oh my God, my side hurts. I'm like, oh, I slept weird, but I was like, it was a very specific pain, like pinpoint, and I was like, that's kidneys. And then like I went to the bathroom a couple of times, and it doesn't hurt to pee or anything, and I was just like, but I gotta explain the night before how I
How
Like-
you were just
out drinking,
Did
being
you have
outrageous?
to sit to pee?
huh?
Did you have to sit to pee?
Debauchery was
No.
on the loose.
Well, yeah, we went out. We went out because we went and saw the DC monuments. As a friend, I had friend's brother, girlfriend came from the Dominican Republic. She'd never seen it, so we took her
first
around.
time?
Yeah, first time.
Nice.
And she took her around to go see all the monuments and everything. And then we were like, oh, let's go eat. So we went to this place. I forgot what, I think it's called Dudley's or something like that. I don't remember. And I got a lot of food. I got a basket of tater tots, which is like a huge basket. It had a bunch of stuff, beer, cheese, all this, that.
Royalties from here on out, Dudley's.
Is it?
Oh, I mean,
Oh, royalties from Dudley's? Oh.
from Dudley's from here on out.
Yeah, right. And they're packed. They're normally packed. Like we would need like 1 week's of royalties and
Yeah,
shit.
you about to blow up. The line is gonna be out to the fucking down the 2 blocks down.
They were packed because it's like a sports bar.
Yeah.
And
What was it? Friday night? Saturday night?
Yesterday.
Sunday.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, then we had mimosas, and I didn't know till yesterday mimosas was champagne and orange juice. I knew mimosas were something with orange juice.
You had mimosas in the evening.
I had a lot of mimosas,
This fucking.
and that was the problem. I had Miller Lite before, so we were pre-gaming, and then
You mean you had Bud Light?
whoa, buddy, whoa, hit that, Kevin, hit that the wow. We weren't none of that, all right. Ain't no Bud Light. We had Miller Lite. All right? We're men. All right. I got hair on my chest.
I don't know, bro.
I had a
Sounded
couple of
awfully a lot like Bud Light there.
We had some of that, and then the mimosas, and then I
Dylan
had a
Mulvaney call you?
burger. Who?
Dylan Mulvaney call you?
Who is that?
Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh, is that the guy that made Bud Light the thing? Okay. No, he wasn't there. There was actually a lot of gay people there
Yeah.
at Dudley's. Which I was actually really surprised because sports bar, the game was on.
Mm.
Yeah, football, and but then there's like the table, right? There's a table beside us, and these guys were talking. He was like, "Excuse me," and he was like going by. I was like, "I am in DC," so it's only to be expected. Nothing wrong with it.
That's fine.
Oh,
To each his own.
right. Great part though, but I'm okay though. I don't know if I'm gonna pass the stone or not. I might. Who knows? If I have to leave during this episode, something.
Oh Lord. All right. Well,
We were we were in DC. Oh, 2 great stories.
mm,
So we're in DC,
yeah.
right? Place is egregious, right? People there are terrible all around, unless they're tourists and they're there and they
Mm.
leave. There was a kickball game going, like tournaments, but like so right before the Lincoln Memorial, that long strip of field right after where they have that water.
Yep.
So they had that long like water little pond
Yep,
in the
yep.
rectangle, and then they have a field. Well,
where
they
they
were
usually have, where it's usually packed, where the president's like commemoration speech goes on and whatnot.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, that's not Lincoln
It's
Memorial.
from the Lincoln Memorial all the way down to where that little strip of like
Uh.
little pool water that they
Yeah.
have. Yeah, that's that. I
Is
know
that
what you're
what
talking
oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were walking because we were gonna go see the Lincoln Memorial, and there was people out there playing kickball, and it was like a gay all over. I mean, it's fine, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying. But everybody there was gay because we heard they were doing their chant.
What made you think that they were?
Yeah.
I got solid evidence. All right. these were grown men, and their chant for their team was kitty cat, purr. And so I knew, right then and there, there was no, it was definitive.
Oh my god.
And it was funny.
Yo, I almost spat out my coffee.
So like their game of kickball was like, so we were all joking. We were, we're going to go in there and play. You know, we're going to walk in line because they were just kicking the ball and stuff. But like by the time we all went to the bathroom and walked out and we looked, they were like, they were doing the thing where they all walk in the other line. They were shaking their head. I was like, God, what was it? Best of 2? The game was over so fast. So that was great. So the best part though.
Kitty cat.
Dude, we said it the whole day. The whole day. Kitty cat, purr. Yeah, they all did that when they did the thing. It was great. But we went to the Lincoln Memorial, and there was a guy there, and older white gentleman, and he had a sign that had a picture of Trump on it.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
This is either going to be good or bad. So then I read on it, don't let this traitor escape, or something like that.
He had a picture of Trump on, and it said, "Don't let the traitor escape."
Yeah. So he had a big crowd around him.
He was staged.
Well, I don't know, but he might have been. But there was a big crowd around him, bunch of normally like younger kids and stuff, because they had like people doing like a dance routine.
Yeah.
Like right at the big the platform or the first set of stairs, you got a platform there. So people were dancing there, and then I go up and we got this guy and he's talking. The first thing I hear is say, "You know what Trump has very in common? Hitler in 1933." I was like, wow,
bro,
that's a very specific year. And he was like, do you know what Hitler did in 1930? Everybody looked around and was like, I don't know, fucking World War? Like, I don't know. Like 1930, he was living? I don't know. He had tea that morning, burnt some Jews. I don't know what he did in 1933.
Some biscuits,
that
crumpets.
specific year, he cut his hair. I don't know. He went with a different hairstyle. I don't know what he did.
He changed his mustache.
I was just about to say that. Maybe he changed the mustache style, and he was finally tired of the long mustache.
Right.
And that's when the birth of his square mustache was. He was that morning he woke up and he was like, Epiphany. Today, I'm going to look like Charlie Chaplin going forward. That's it.
He loved Charlie Chaplin.
Apparently he did, right?
He was going to be an artist.
That was.
That was like the thing. Like he was rejected of art school. Imagine if they wouldn't have. Way to go, whoever art school that
Bro,
was.
Y'all killed his dream, and boy
Created
went on
World
a
War
revenge.
II.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy went. Yeah, this is art school. This you guys turned him into that.
Yep. They have the blood of what? How many millions?
Over 6 million.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
God.
I feel like he would have just been a more creative dictator.
If he would have been able to draw.
If he went to art school, I think he would have been a more creative dictator. That's it.
I don't know.
He would have still been a dictator. I feel like someone who had that big of an impact on the world.
Yeah.
It's like predetermined.
Is it though? I feel like people have to go through certain things.
I mean, I don't know.
Become a certain way and get vengeful. Be
You
spiteful.
think because he was denied the art school, he wanted to kill every Jew on the planet?
He wanted to do some stick figures and draw some scribbles, and he was denied of that, and they were like, "Sorry, this is not for you.
Not for you."
This is not for you."
And the Jewish people were like, "Nah, you don't know how to." And then that's when his mustache fell off, everything but here. And
exactly.
And he said,
then he
Kopf.
woke up, and the next morning, and he was like, "Today is the dawn of new day. Today is the dawn of new me. Today is the dawn of the new mustache."
Today is the dawn of no Jews.
I think I just like what I'm thinking is like he was already psychotic.
Yeah.
So like whether he was in art school or not, like he would have graduated, and then he was the same psychotic person.
Well.
You think his art style would have changed, and it would have been more a different style of like psychotic art?
But do you think he would have, like, if he would have gone to school instead of, I guess, continuing his?
Well, if he sucked so much that they didn't accept him.
Did he really suck though?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was like curious.
When did his
maybe there was a
mustache
height
change?
requirement. I heard that guy's short.
He was. He was a little bit shorter.
So what's with these short people and waging wars? Napoleon, Hitler. Well, how tall was Stalin?
Joseph Stalin?
Joseph Stalin.
Wasn't he Italian?
Yeah.
Usually you don't have, I don't know. Italians are usually pretty pudgy, short, round people, like Mario.
So basically,
Mario.
that art school was the first institution, I guess, or the first people to swipe left because of height.
Oh, damn. Way to go. Way to start a trend early. That sucks. Only caused the World War. No biggie.
Yeah.
It's like the butterfly effect.
Maybe we should have let him into that art school.
What's wrong with finger painting?
Bro, what's wrong with scribbles?
I almost had to.
I wanted to try to advance my art career, I should say,
Really?
from stick figures
Oh.
to adding a little bit more meat to the character, to the drawing.
It just takes a little bit of time.
But some of these stick figures, have you seen them animated? Bro.
Oh, yeah, the
I
animated stick
think-
figures? That stuff
I
is
feel
cool.
like the best fight scene I've ever seen,
Stick figures.
stick figures.
Because it's so easy to draw, and you can put so much work in animation.
Mm.
But it only makes you appreciate more the whole other. You know, I was actually accepted into an art school.
Oh?
Yep.
So you telling me you can draw?
I used to be able to. Let me show you something here.
He's saying that he didn't turn into a dictator
He's saying that,
because he was accepted.
yeah,
Good for you.
that's what's up. Oh, okay. I'm going to frame this.
Will that work? Can you zoom that?
I don't know.
See if we can.
Let's see if we can zoom in here.
You got any
real
more
quick.
on that, or is that it? Oh, that's
think-
all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Hey, it is what it is.
Perfect.
We're gonna zoom in.
But no, I used to be able to draw pretty decent. I had some.
This is getting framed though. Give me that
I-
pen.
You should sign it and date it.
Oh, yep. Sign it, date it.
And then what's also your mother's maiden name and what street did you grow up on?
Also, I need your grandfather's initials on there as well.
Favorite pet's name when growing up?
It's a long list. Jesus Christ.
This will be historic. We need as much context.
I feel like I'm not gonna be so historic after all. You have all this information. Why is my bank account information on here?
Routing number, checking number. Is that necessary?
There's a 9-digit number we're looking
Social
for. that we're looking for. When you get the chance.
What was the mascot of your high school? just for happenstance.
Can you list the grades that you got?
If you had a
What's the
best
GPA?
friend when you were growing up, what would his name be? Her name? Oh, okay.
They're his parents' names? Occupation.
Can I get height and shoe size? Just for me.
Dude, you scared the shit out of me this morning.
Oh, with the whole side hurting?
Bro, yeah. You scared the shit out of me
I was
kind of
scared. That's why I couldn't go back to sleep. I was up. So I knew I had messed up because I felt like I was going to throw up when I got home. After eating, drinking more, and then I went and got Baskin Robbins
Yeah.
afterwards, and they have a new flavor out, apple cider donut. So I was like, oh, let me get 2 scoops. Well, I'm telling you what, that fucking ice cream was about this tall. And they were like, God damn it. And I was like, and I'm like kind of like crying because I'm like, fuck, why did I do this?
I'm guessing you didn't hit the gym this morning.
This morning.
Yeah.
I haven't hit the gym in like days.
You slacking, buddy.
I am. It's bad. I couldn't get up. If I would have got up this morning and done anything, I would have thrown up. It was bad, dude. I was really hurting. I was like, this is not okay. I was thinking, so when I was feeling it, dude. The mimosas were pumping, dude. They had the Millers in me. I was like, yeah, dude. Let's go. 49ers are playing right now. And I was like, yeah. And I was
Bud
like, dude.
Lights were kicking in.
Yes. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna have some fucking 4 roses. Have a little of that. A little.
It wasn't enough. Everything that you had
before I finished the burger,
Mm.
and then I was like, oh, I'm not feeling so great. And then someone said ice cream, and I was like, It just perked me up, and I was like, well, if you're offering, let's go. And then it was like 1 or 2 scoops, and I was like, damn it, why'd they give me the option? So then I said 2 scoops.
Bro. Okay, what are your thoughts on ice cream in the winter?
It's not a bad idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it tastes the same. I don't care what, you know what I mean? If you're outside for a long period of time, you're super cold, and then you eat your ice cream outside, it's maybe not the best play.
Some people love it.
Like,
some people love ice cream in the winter. I don't know what the exception is, but I can never understand it. Like me, like I love ice cream in the cold.
Oh, you do? I mean, I like
I
eat ice cream. I don't really, seasons don't really affect my choice.
There's some weird ass people, man.
Yeah.
They like ice cream in the cold.
Like it'll
It
be
is
like
what
a
it is.
hot summer day, and they'd be like, "Would you like your coffee iced or hot?" Hot. Wow, it's so hot out. It's okay, it's coffee. That's why I wanted it hot. Like if I asked your opinion, ask for it, lady. Listen, Carol, make my fucking coffee.
That's why they called you Anna they.
Yeah, right?
I know they.
God damn it, dude. I don't know how she spelled my name so bad like that. There was like so many extra letters, and they weren't even in like a correct order.
Dude, your name being misspelled like that is one thing, but mine, I can't understand it. Mine, it's it's just it could just be a letter.
Yeah.
It could be the whole thing, the 3 letters.
Mm.
But I've also seen it being spelled out Zeke with
a K.
with a K.
Mm.
Zine. I mean, I don't know. There's more. There was one that was just like completely different. It was
Zeeth.
some shit like that. Yeah.
Zeeth.
But yeah, I mean, mine makes sense though. Like I never even like, I have stopped correcting it. Like, no, it's Z E E. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's Z. It sounds just like the letter Z. Just put the letter.
Yeah, that's perfectly
But
fine.
yours, I know they.
Yeah,
That's epic.
It's just Anthony. People be like, oh, Anthony, and then, yep, I got it in. But then like I'll get where the people put EY. I get EY a lot, but this one was like ANE.
It was ANOTHEY. I have a picture of it.
Oh my god!
So why don't you just shorten it to Tony? I know a lot of people whose names are Anthony. They just shorten it. They just go by Tony.
I never really. So my grandfather, they called him Tony.
Oh.
So, like my nickname, because I'm named after my grandfather's.
Yeah.
So my first and middle name. So they would my nickname sometimes was Tony Bob. They would call me Tony Bob, because
Tony-Bob.
Yeah, Tony Bob.
Tony Bob.
Tony Bob. You'll see, like if my sister ever calls or something like that, she'll be like, Tony Bob, what are you doing? But Ant was like the nickname. Like everybody family, friends, stuff like that in school, outside, it was Ant, just A-N-T.
Honestly, I didn't know that. I thought we were the only ones who was calling
that's
you
my
Ant.
whole life. Everyone Ant. Like some people be like, do you go by Tony? I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's just Anthony or Ant. Like they just shorten it automatically, but
Okay.
Tony Bob is on the streets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, hit up that Tony Bob. See what
Right.
you doing?
Right.
You late today? Why you late?
Where that Tony Bob at?
But yeah, dude. This morning, your shit cracked me the hell up.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this. At first, I was legit scared. I was like, yo,
Me too.
is Bree there? Can she rush him to the hospital?
I was like, do you need to go to the ER?
Yeah. And then this guy is like, yo, I think it was just gas. I'm good now.
Well, because I mean,
Bro.
like it was, so it worried me because the pain was like so much directly on my side, even almost like on my back. And then I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way that's like my stomach, because it's like on the back of me. But then it like moved to like the front. I still have like a little bit of pain
you
on my
slept
stomach.
on it. You slept on it the whole night. That's
I slept
why
on my
it started-
back. I
you
slept
did?
like I got into, because my stomach was hurting.
How you know you didn't roll over at the middle of the night?
I mean, I could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
could have in the middle of the night. That's true too. But I was like,
you didn't empty the tank before going to bed.
dude,
Yeah.
I laid in bed and I was like, because my head was hurting so bad. I think that the champagne that they got was like maybe some really cheap stuff because it was like, I want to say it was less than $20 a bottle. So
How many bottles did you get?
yeah.
Yes.
We went through a lot of orange juice, all right? So I was like, yo, I think that champagne gave me a headache. So then I was just laying in bed. And then, like, I woke up because the dogs were barking because Bree got home. And I hadn't moved. Like, I got home before 7. And I just woke up and I was, like, still on my back. And she was like, how you feeling? I was like,
Help.
But it wasn't until this morning I felt like my side. But I was like immediately I was like, oh my God, how long does it take for kidney stones to form? I'm like, was this because of last night? I'm like, no, kidney stones are usually like, it's like calcium, right? It's like calcification in your kidneys.
Calcification, yeah.
And it just becomes like a, a pebble of some sort, really
Basically,
small.
yeah.
And I kept thinking to myself, like, so my grandmother passed a kidney
It's like
stone.
crystallization of the minerals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your kidneys like can't filter it properly or something like that. But my grandmother passed a kidney stone at her house alone.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean,
by herself. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, if she can do it, I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. And I'm like drinking water and I'm like, I can do this.
Grandma, give me strength.
I was like, oh my gosh, if she did it, I can do it. And that's all I was thinking. So
Kidney stones are not a joke, man. A few of my cousins have like kidney stones. It's bad. I've seen them in front of me, like what they go through, and it's really bad. A few of them actually have had. Theirs were so bad that they had surgeries for it and whatnot. They ended up in the hospital, and they actually had to do like an emergency surgery and whatnot. It gets a little scary at some point.
Yeah, if your kidney stones get bad, dude, like if because they're hereditary.
They are hereditary, and that's why like I'm thinking at some point, shit, I might get it, but I haven't had any issues with getting kidney stones. One of my brothers actually, I think, have it or had it.
Had kidney stones? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo.
Drink a lot of water, I think they say that helps, but like with it being hereditary, it's kind of hard to eliminate it 100%, but I think my aunt has had.
I feel like you're a pretty healthy dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to be. So I drink a lot of water. Yeah. I drink a lot of water, and like I drink a lot of water, and I do a lot of cardio to like burn out.
Yeah.
Sweat out the excess, I guess, fat or whatever, just sweat out. And that it helps to stay healthy, to stay in the gym, to exercise, to do cardio. It definitely helps. But something that's hereditary, like the kidney stones, you can only do so much even if you are healthy. I mean, look, my brothers are pretty healthy too. They're pretty lean guys as well. But he had a kidney stone regardless, and he was going through shit at one point. He passed it. He luckily didn't have to go to the hospital or have a surgery. He wasn't that bad, but same for my cousins. My cousins are, let's just say, like all of my families, my aunt's families, my uncle's family, we're all kind of like the same. We're all pretty like lean.
Oh, okay.
We're all pretty in the healthy region. And so, yeah, my cousins were also healthy, the ones that had the kidney stones. But even then, yeah, I mean, if it's hereditary, I don't think you can do so much, even if you try to stay healthy.
I mean, you always have like possibility to be able to have a kidney stone, right?
Yeah.
But the chances become less and less.
Yeah.
So the healthier you are, I mean, even if it is hereditary for your family, being as healthy as you are, it's probably like such a slim chance, like it's almost impossible.
Keep up with the liquids throughout the day.
Yeah, I've definitely been drinking a bunch of water. Because I bought a big thing of water yesterday, and this morning it was almost gone. I don't even remember drinking it all, but I was drinking a lot of it, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. But so did you stop hurting after you took a shit, or you
it helped a lot.
Gas?
It helped a lot.
What was it? Took a shit or passed gas?
It was everything, dude.
Oh.
It was a mess. It was a
Oh, it was repaint the toilet type of.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Ba, ba, ba,
okay.
ba, 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 ba.
Oh, okay. It was
And
the
I was
whole
like-
artillery. Okay.
And then because I just met it, I was like, oh, maybe it's just gas. That's why I text you guys.
Son of a bitch.
That's hurting, man. I mean, like I said, I still have a little pain, like kind of off to the side, but
Dude, I'm sitting there in the morning, like I'm reading his messages, and I'm like, should we go over to help him, or like, does he have anyone to get his ass to the hospital, or?
I mean, Bree was
like,
there.
what-
Yeah, she was there and she was awake and everything, but I was just like,
And then his next text message comes through. Yeah, I'm good. I passed some gas. I was like, fucking guy, bro. Yo, shit stories are the most crazy stories and fun stories. I'm not joking, bro. Every time I get on a call, especially like FaceTime calls, it's the best. There's this one cousin of mine particularly that every time we get on a call, bro, it starts with coincidence too. Every single time, almost every single time, it's a coincidence. Like,
Yeah.
it just happens. I'm FaceTiming, picks up right on the fucking toilet. And I'm just like, why are you going to even answer it if you're on the toilet? This is the best time. What do you mean the best time? I'm just sitting here scrolling through my phone, waiting for my shit to just, burst out. Like, thanks for the descriptiveness. Okay. Appreciate it. But then, like, we just let it loose, bro. Pun intended.
So you guys are
Like,
both on the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm calling him. I call
From the toilet.
from the toilet.
He's
But
also
then he turns the call into a FaceTime call. He answers the call.
okay.
Then he turns the call into a FaceTime call. I'm just like, yo, I like, why? Why the video? Like, I don't need to see that shit, bro. So, dude's funny, man. He always talks about the most ridiculous shits he's ever taken. He's always descriptive with it too. The watery ones.
oh,
The ones where
damn.
he has to push till he's like, yo, my eyeballs almost popped out.
Damn, oh, he need to change his
Like,
diet.
yeah,
My man, he's the one that's gonna get kidney stones next. He keep playing around.
It's a mix though.
He could get
he
intestine
catches
stones.
Me. Catches me with surprise every single time though. It's different. Well, one time he's like, yo, that shit was so clean. I'm telling you, bro. That was the cleanest shit I ever had. I didn't use toilet paper. I'm like, what?
Ain't no way, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Okay, you might have used a bidet or something, right? No. What is that? Yo, yeah, yo, you just walked out like that.
He just pulled his pants up, fucking no wipe November, baby. What the hell?
He's had to have like use it once at least, right?
No, Maz was like, yo.
How else would you know?
I mean, so that's the part I was calling is bullshit on.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, no, I mean, how did you know it was clean? He was like, nah, man, I just knew. It just came out so clean. I was like, yeah, that's bullshit, bro. You probably used it just once at least. He was like, it was just clean, bro. It felt clean. All that, there was some air that came after it, and I was like, yeah, I'm good to go.
What kind of cheek spread method is that, dog? That's like
Yeah, this dude.
spread eagle on the toilet.
I swear.
Hey-ya.
Oh man.
After the end, oh, I'm good.
He's the type of dude you don't want to walk next to when you're walking in public.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Because you don't know if this man walked out wiping or not.
Damn.
Yeah. Funny ass dude, bro. Poop stories are always fun. but-
I'm usually always on the phone when somebody FaceTimes me. Or did I say on the phone? On the toilet. I am on the phone when they FaceTime me. Coincidentally.
But you're also on the toilet.
Yeah, I'm usually always on the toilet, dude. And because I always have like the same, because it's like such to the point to where like they know the backdrop.
Right.
So they know exactly where I'm at. Like every time, like I'll pick up, she'll be like, "Are you shitting?" Brown will call me. My sister will call me.
Mm.
She's like, "Oh, you're on the toilet."
Oh,
They know exactly like the ceiling and everything. They know exactly what it looks
it's like that with my friend now too.
Yeah.
It's like that with my
I
cousin.
think you can also hear it on the audio, like
Oh, like the
there's
acoustics.
an echo.
Yeah. Well, I got a tiny little bathroom.
There's
so-
the
Oh, doesn't
echo
matter.
and
Oh.
the fan noise.
yeah.
If you're not disgusting enough and you do actually turn on the fan noise, you don't want to get you don't want to get suffocated by the smell.
Little courtesy flush mid call. Yeah. So the other. Some bathrooms you got to be careful with them courtesy flushes, man. Them toilets, they got force. They flush, dog, and they flush hard.
Oh, the industrial.
Some of them?
ones.
They suck your ass in them bowls.
Bro, some of them they feel like a bidet at some point.
Yeah,
and
got
they
water
just go
going around
like
and shit.
for like 10 seconds straight. It's just flushing. What a waste of water.
Yeah.
But hey, when the clean water starts splashing your ass, I'm just like,
Little kiss
I
of
don't-
Poseidon.
hey man, little kiss of Poseidon. They're just tickling your.
Oh. Fuck is this Mickey Mouse over next door? Hey, buddy, this ain't no Disney movie. Wipe your ass and get out of here. Gosh, Mickey. Yeah.
That's a whole goofy right there.
Right,
You're
yeah.
coming to California.
Yeah.
A little scary moment this morning, but I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, we're doing all right now.
I
You
thought
know,
we were gonna have to cancel the whole thing. We were gonna be like, yo.
Yeah.
Let's go. We got an emergency. Let's go. But
so
never
far,
mind.
We're doing all right.
I'm thinking we need a new setup and whatnot too.
Whoa, new location? You mean?
Yeah, new location.
Oh
with-
yeah.
We'll browse a little bit.
We'll do like a what'd you say one time? Instead of like bang bus, it'll be like pod bus. Didn't you say
pod
that?
bus.
I think you
Yeah, something along those lines.
said, yeah, pod bus. We'll just be on the move.
Pod
Fucking-
bus.
We'll
We fucking slam it into the side while we're turning.
yep. we'll need a driver.
Mics will be fucking hitting us in the face.
Yeah, we would need a driver because we can't have the sound guy also driving. That would be like, hey, my sound's off. He's accidentally hits it and turns all the way up. Fucking deafening. Whee!
Oh man.
That would be
Shit.
great. Going down 95.
So what I was trying to say is that shit. What?
Shit. Oh, you hear just hit right on the head. We got a guest. Can you speak close to the mic? Oh, I can't tell if this is bang bus or pod bus anymore. This is getting wild. We're all getting fucked over here.
Why's your dick out?
Sir, can you put your dick away?
Yo. I can't with tell, man. PG-13, man.
Sorry.
Let's keep it PG-13. We might hurt some sensitive ears.
Heard some sensitive ears. I feel sorry for anybody who ever plays this out loud.
Lord.
Brave souls who play our videos without headphones on.
Hey, man. But you know what? Watch somebody take our idea now.
For the pod bus?
Pod bus. And watch
Yeah.
somebody take our idea and, like, actually name it pod bus, too.
Damn, dog. That would be rough, right?
That would be rough.
I think there are a couple
Mobile?
ones out there.
Mobile buses?
Bro, BS.
Like while on the move, though?
James Corden doesn't count, bro.
No,
the fuck?
they're singing there, but
James Corden,
I
that
don't know.
late show night host, whatever the hell his show is called. It's like late night
That's
show
the name of
host.
it's called?
Some shit like that. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
wow.
so many like late night shows
Never heard of
that when his show, I saw his one. His was like late show or some shit like that. And I was like, yo, y'all couldn't have come up with a better name?
it. Late show.
Like late night, late.
Why just put the
late
latest
night
show?
or some shit. The latest show night.
I think Jerry
He-
Seinfeld does like Cars and Coffee.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah. This James Corden guy that I was talking to you about is basically something like that too. He does like what he does is kind of like karaoke in the car. So he'll grab.
Oh, redhead guy?
No, huh? Redhead guy.
Kind of bigger?
I know he's
Oh,
English.
No, you're thinking of Conan O'Brien, I think.
No. This guy's not Conan O'Brien, but he's kind of like a heavier set guy.
Yeah, heavier set guy, kind
thought
of
he red hair.
short. James
Yeah.
Corden. He's
thought he
not
was-
redhead,
oh.
but he's definitely blondie, and yeah, he does like a little karaoke carpool.
In the car?
Yeah, karaoke.
Yeah, I
carpool type
wouldn't
of
count
thing.
that. I wouldn't count that the same. But
I
cars
think that's what it's
and
called, carpool karaoke.
Carpool karaoke. Yeah, I think.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
I would but no, we need one that's like I'm talking about like looks like the Bang Bus, bench seat and all.
Like graffiti on the
Yeah.
everywhere.
Actually, they keep it clean. They keep the Bang Bus. Actually, it's relatively clean on the outside.
I'm sure it's clean, buddy.
On the outside.
On the outside.
I can't attest to the inside. The interior is probably shot.
Could you imagine how much fucking DNA is all over that place?
My God, you can make like a militia of like genetic soldiers from that. And I mean, you got to think some of them are probably going to be pretty, testosterone heavy. Johnny Sins has been in that bitch, and he's been a firefighter, military,
You know how
been a teacher.
they have these sperm banks. People donate their sperms and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sure, they can get plenty from that.
Well, they
But-
could, but I mean, like we need strong genetic soldiers.
Mm.
Johnny Sins soldiers, to be specific.
You see the commercials for this dude?
Johnny Sins?
Yeah.
He has
How
commercials?
There was this one commercial. Have you seen that little cleaning guy where he's like all white costume?
Clean.
Is that what it is, Mr.
Yeah.
Clean? So that Johnny Sins kind of like dressed up in as him and whatever, and he was doing cleaning, but he was doing a different kind of cleaning.
Ah.
And this was actually something that was like on like a mainstream kind of TV or cable or whatever.
Oh, shit. I love the memes about him.
like a Super Bowl commercial or some shit.
I
And
could
was
see
like,
him doing
yo.
that. I could see him doing that. I liked a lot of the memes I always have. Where it's like, Johnny Sins, the man of America. He was like, because they show him as a picture of like a military firefighter, a plumber, a teacher,
Doctor.
Yeah, a doctor, a
Police
suit-
officer.
police officer. He's been everything, all professions. And people be like, "Yo, who is this great guy?" And they're like, they don't know. They don't know. The most interesting man in the world. Oh,
Right through the eyeballs.
I want to watch. This is completely off topic. I want to. I remember. When we recently watched Constantine,
Yeah.
and they said the animated series was really good. I want to watch that. Evidently, there's like a whole because I didn't know Constantine was a Marvel.
I didn't even know.
Like, I don't really
didn't
know how
it was
he would-
a Marvel. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know there was a Marvel. I didn't know it had an animated series. I didn't know anything about that shit.
Yeah.
All I knew was there's Constantine with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And that there's talks of him reprising that role for a sequel or whatever.
That would be dope.
If
But no, I knew about the
that's gonna happen.
comic, but I didn't know it was
I didn't
like
even know there
under
was a
the
comic.
Marvel. I thought just like somebody just made like a comic of it. I didn't know it was considered Marvel. That's kind of weird, right? Like I'm pretty sure there is a collab of other characters or something, but that's pretty
Bro,
cool.
the comic, I don't know. Like, how do you turn Constantine into a comic? Like,
Just the art style.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, Marvel, I mean. I'm Marvel comic. Because
Yeah.
Marvel is like, almost every single character in Marvel, you have to have some sort of superpower.
I mean, he can see
Constantine
ghosts.
doesn't.
He can see ghosts.
That's just some spiritual shit that he has. That's not really... That's like playing a medium.
I mean, what
What is it?
Batman doesn't
Medium?
have
Medium?
any powers, but he's DC. He's just a billionaire with.
Listen, man.
We don't talk about the bat.
Don't you dare talk shit about the bat. No,
People forget that not only is he like super rich, but he's like super fucking smart.
he's
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that dude is like superior intellect.
What's the saying? Like, if you give him enough time, Batman could beat anybody. Enough time and prep work, he could beat anybody. He was
Yeah.
also taught by the He was taught his fighting ability by a supernatural being. Shit. What's his name?
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
No. So
His
Ra's al
master
Ghul
Was his master?
was his master, but all he was like a hardliner martial artist
No,
in
Ra's
like
al Ghul
a
has
secret
special abilities.
assassination squad.
He has powers. I'm pretty sure.
I think Z is referencing the movie, and then you're referencing the comic.
Oh, is that what it is?
No, I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
kind of like.
I've never seen
referencing-
Ra's al Ghul like in the movies.
He was
He
Liam
was-
Neeson.
Yeah, he was Liam Neeson, and he was in the beginning. So he was in the Dark Knight trilogy. He was in the first one. It was a Batman.
Begins.
No, that's the old one. I
Dark
think
Knight
just-
Rises. Is that not in the trilogy?
I
I've
think
never seen him.
Batman Begins is I think the old one with like what's that dude's name?
Don't quote me.
I don't know any of the Batmans.
Yeah. But
The-
anyways, basically, out of the three with the trilogy with
Mm.
Christian Bale that played Batman,
No.
it was the first movie. Liam Neeson played Ra's al Ghul, and that was his mentor
Yeah.
who taught him everything about how to survive, fight,
Yeah.
and like how to kind of. He even taught him like the whole like how to do research on certain stuff and like kind of get his intellect up there and whatnot. And he was like a super hardcore mentor, but mainly he taught him how to fight and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nowhere in the movie was it
He had, like,
indicated that he
special
had any
powers?
kind of special
Oh, no,
powers or whatnot. He was just like a super hardliner, like an assassination, like a secret society of assassins
yeah.
master.
Oh. Hey, he's got a text.
Imagine kidnapping Ra's al Ghul's daughter, expecting to fucking live.
Yeah.
The minute they pick her up, the head falls off.
What?
happened to him?
Ra's al Ghul did have a daughter, right?
No, I was referencing Taken.
Oh. Oh, that's right. You played.
Yeah, I just got a text. You know how you guys always get the text about like voters?
Yeah.
Mine is
I got that last week.
black voters matter.
No, mine was just like
Yeah, I got
mine
that
was a
one.
different one about Virginia's upcoming
Elections.
elections.
Yeah.
Yeah. And asked for like what can you give your opinions and thoughts and whatnot. And I was
I spell Ra's al Ghul.
so it's R-A the Ra and then Osgul. I think
Is it-
that's how it is, right?
I like how you like pronounce it, but you didn't spell it.
Osgul. So like you
Is
can
it AZ or AS?
AZGUL.
okay.
RAAZGUL. I think Ra is his first name and Osgul is his last. Some shit like that. I honestly don't know. But I know that's how you say his name. Ra's al Ghul.
Oh, I didn't saw that right at all. I don't know who Rahul Gandhi is, but finding Rahul Gandhi.
That's definitely not the person that taught him how to fight. Imagine Gandhi teaching Batman how to fight.
Oh, so it's RA apostrophe S space AL space GHUL.
Okay, that is completely far off. Yeah. Ain't no
Let's
way.
see. Okay, so the Ra's al Ghul from the Ra's al Ghul is a super. So I guess he turns on him and he becomes like a enemy of Batman.
Yeah, he does. So
former
that's his
healer
master
who-
at first, and then at
Did you
some
not watch the
point
movie?
he said he didn't watch the first one.
Oh,
You've seen the one with the Joker, right? With Heath Ledger, The Dark
Yeah.
Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's kind of like the best one, basically.
Okay,
Right.
so basically in the movie, in order to complete his selection process into this secret society of assassins,
Uh-huh.
he has to kill this guy. He looks like a random fucking villager, and
Like
But-
some innocent guy.
his morality kicks in. He's like, I can't do that. So like he turns on this society and has to fight all of them, and he kills like a lot of them.
Oh shit.
It
And-
sounds a little. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
And Ra's al Ghul turns out he's alive, and he comes back and like tries to take revenge essentially.
Wow. Okay.
On the Dark Knight. And then, yeah, so that's kind of similar to Have you guys seen the Ninja Assassin movie?
Yeah.
Remember I talked to you guys about that?
Yeah.
That movie was good, but there was a little too much fakeness in it. So everything was a little overplayed.
I didn't like how the gore was like.
The gore that's one of the things that people kind of just made fun of, basically, because it was just
It was
super
cartoony, yeah.
super cartoony. It was way too much. But that was kind of like an example of what Batman's betrayal kind of was, or whatever, or his moral kind of kicking in at that because that's almost the exact same thing that happened in that movie as well. There's a secret society of ninjas, the Black Sand Assassins, and all of these guys. The master is super hardliner. Does the same thing. You come, he's training these kids from like a young age, and then you come into your prime, I guess, you like your teenage years, and now you have that selection process or whatever, like your rite of passage, so to speak, into this, like becoming like, then you finish this rite of passage thing, you get selected, and now you're part of the big boys, and then you are allowed to go on official missions to carry out assassinations that the master sends you out on. And he had to do basically the same thing. He had to, his was actually, if I remember correctly, a little bit different. He had to fight another teammate of his, another assassin in his squad. And they had to go through killing each other, like basically like classmates. They grew up together.
Oh, yeah.
And they fight each other to the death. Whoever loses, then you finish that one off. The one that lost, you have to kill him. And that's when his moral kind of kicked in, because the one that he was fighting, he got selected to fight the girl that he grew up with in the
They liked each
secret
other.
society.
There was like a crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he was like, yo, ain't no fucking way I'm killing my crush, because, like,
Right.
there's boo-boo right here.
I
This
can't
sweet.
kill this bitch.
Basically.
Yeah, I think that was a good movie. I did enjoy that one.
Yeah. And then that boy just goes, I like the action. The action
It's pretty good.
was
Choreography
really good.
The fight sequences, yeah.
Yeah, fight sequences they were super good, actually. The only thing I didn't like about it was like super cartoonic gore. Some stuff was a little overplayed with like how the assassins were kind of conducting the assassinations and supernatural stuff. So it was a little too much, but it made, to a certain degree, it made sense. Like in one movie, 3 different fucking times, the person's heart turned out to be on the opposite side of their body. And that's how they survived. That was kind of BS.
Oh,
So,
I moved my heart.
You know what I
basically.
really liked about it? Like the main character wasn't a white dude. You know what I'm saying?
Last Samurai.
Are you?
Because
Dude, okay. So you're
it's
referencing.
typical for like you're surrounded and you're in an Asian country. You're surrounded by all these Asian people,
Yeah.
and then the main character is a fucking white guy. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
So. Okay, but here's the thing. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Because there's this one guy. He is arguably one of the best martial artists, and I forgot what's his name.
Oh, Chuck Norris. Is that not?
Bro.
Is that not him?
Sure. I guess you could actually call this guy the modern day Chuck Norris 2.0.
Whoa, that's a heavy title. I don't know about that
Mm.
one, buddy.
No, but this guy's good. He's some of his movies. His name is it's called, basically his name. The name of the movie is called Undisputed.
Oh, you're talking
And-
about Boyka?
Boyka, Yuri Boyka. Yeah, that's his name in the movie Undisputed. And the Undisputed, I think, has like 3 or 4 movies. It's like a series of 3 or 4 movies. He's really, really good. Like his
Yeah, but like
martial arts
that makes
skills.
sense because like it's more like modern martial arts.
Yeah.
and like it's not like he's coming from like it's not like he's living in China.
And he doesn't do any stunts. Yeah, buddy. I think
you got your ninja chop and your Judy chop and your karate chop. You can't get those confused.
You know, he was in kung fu school.
I know. Hey, you could have been Yuri Boyka.
Well,
At
that was
one
a few
point.
years in it too. I went to tournaments.
You could have been you could have been the dude that played Ninja Assassin.
I could have been.
You could have been Chuck Norris.
Believe me, I definitely recreated a couple of moves he did on the
Oh
couch.
shit, is that right? On the
Yeah.
couch.
Yeah, the day after, like because I
How-
went and saw it in theaters, and I did a couple of moves.
How did it turn out? Drop kick to the face. You
It was just me in the
breathe
living
down,
room.
breathe down, breathe down.
No. This was many years ago. It was just me in the living room alone, just doing a couple flips on the couch. You know what I mean? And then you get up and you hit it every
You
time.
got to do a little pose at
Yeah.
the end. Uh-huh.
Because I always had swords. When I was growing up, I always had swords.
Yeah. This guy is touted to be like he's taught a whole bunch of actors that's done like action sequences and whatnot.
Yeah.
Jason Statham is one of the guys that he's like done choreography fight scenes for.
Oh wow.
Jason Statham is like, you're an action star of the day right now.
Yeah.
So, but this guy, yeah, like
Boyka.
the movies that he did, the Transporter movies that Jason Statham did.
Yeah.
This guy, he did some of his fight scenes for him.
Oh, he
As a
was a
stunt
stunt
double.
double. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His name is not Yuri Boyka, but
No, his
in
name.
the movie,
That's
it's
the character.
Ah,
you
the
what's
call
character's
him.
name is
I'm a-
disputed.
Yeah,
Okay.
his
You know, similar. Michael Jai White.
Michael J. White. Is it
Yeah,
Jai
oh,
White? Jay White?
Is
Jai.
it did the black dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
also-
his movies are pretty good, but he's pretty badass.
Well, in the first Undisputed movie of this guy that we were talking about, Michael J. White was one of the guys that he's like kind of fighting
oh,
against, and he's like an anti-hero and anti-good guy in the
Antagonist.
movie. Antagonist. This Yuri Boyka guy, and Michael J. White is like the good guy in the movie. He's the hero. He's the
yeah.
protagonist of the movie. But towards the end, this guy becomes like the protagonist and whatnot. And then the second movie, third movie, and I think there's a fourth one. He's the He's the main protagonist. The story is all about him. First, let's see here.
Oh, also to come back, I couldn't
Scott
find any powers for
Adkins.
Razagul. Couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
He definitely had something. I don't know, but Razagul. I couldn't find any actual.
I was just wondering what
sequence.
you're referencing because I know you were into the comics. So
So there's there's one of the scenes where Ra's al Ghul, Batman is fighting off Ra's al Ghul in the Batcave, and he's actually fucking shooting him. It looks like the Green Lantern kind of deal. But so Ra's al Ghul, we'll get back to the Undisputed. Ra's al Ghul had found, because Ra's al Ghul was like 600 years old. He was around during the Napoleon Empire.
so this is a comic reference then.
Yeah, but
Okay.
his origin story
Yeah.
before the comics were even a thing. Ra's al Ghul was created, and he traveled the world and for like centuries, obviously.
So he's actually he's 6 years old.
600.
600 years
Yeah.
old. Like so he is immortal?
I don't know. So he found what's called the Lazarus pits, and that it's sort of chemical, and the Lazarus pits, I guess, gave him some sort of ability to survive for a super long time, and over time he learned all of the different martial arts as he traveled the world,
Yeah.
and things like that.
Okay, I
So-
think that's actually kind of mentioned and shown like at the beginning of the movie of the Dark Knight trilogies, Batman, whatever. The
Oh, they
first
showed
one.
like the Lazarus pits or something like that.
They show, yeah, and like I think if I remember correctly, they give like a little background history of who he is in the beginning and how he knows everything, how he knows all these martial arts, and
Yeah.
kind of why he is this like super dangerous guy.
Dude, I feel like he could have went the opposite way.
Became a
Like, what if he was just like alive for like 600 years, but he was just like this really fat dude, and just like travel the world to eat instead
True.
of doing martial arts?
That'd have been pretty cool.
Hell's Kitchen.
Right. Well, still the reason he turned to like fighting, so his the woman he loved was killed. So like there was a prince that was really badly injured, and he dipped the prince into the Lazarus pits and healed him, but because of evidently there's something in the Lazarus pits and it washed his mind, he went crazy. He strangled the woman, Sora, the name of the woman that Ra's al Ghul loved. Well, this fucking dude, he tortured the guy for like years in a cage and then killed him and then went on with just traveling the world for hundreds of years. And he does have a daughter. Ra's al Ghul actually does have a daughter.
I think I remember seeing something about Ra's al Ghul's
Yeah,
daughter.
she went to a vacation to
Right.
France.
Yeah. And then she got taken in a van.
Yeah,
And Ra's al Ghul called up and said, I have a special set of skills.
right.
I will find you.
I will find you.
And I will kill
I
you.
will kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the deleted scenes from the Batman movie. Not a lot of people know that.
His daughter gets kidnapped a lot, though.
Yeah, but he always finds it's Ra's al Ghul. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He knows France like the back of his hand. He
Mhm.
helped Napoleon conquer.
He apparently knows like some of the Middle Eastern countries like the back of his hand too.
Oh yeah. He helped actually cut out some of the mountains.
Oh,
Yeah, for travel with his hands.
just
Yep.
the kung fu chop.
Yeah.
The martial
It was
chop.
it was
the
a
Jew chop.
forbidden jutsu that he learned from a guy in the
Did you say
Himalayas.
Jew chop?
Jew chop. Jujutsu chop. Jew chop.
Didn't you say judo?
It's judo.
Is it judo chop?
Judo chop.
Judo chop.
Yep.
So what's the jujutsu chop?
There is no jujitsu chop. Jujitsu.
Jujutsu chop.
Yeah.
No,
more-
you sound like Hitler right now.
Listen, man, my mustache is not there yet. Okay. Whenever you see the square mustache come in, that's
do you think
me, bro.
do you think that would like even be
Got the
accepted?
Jew chop down though.
The Jew chop. Auschwitz. That's what they say.
Shit.
Instead of like, Kia, Auschwitz.
Stupid, bro.
Man, I'm going to go off on another tangent. Right before, we're going to get ready to go to lunch right after this. So, you know, there's people that don't believe the Holocaust happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know how crazy that sounds? Like, think about it. Like, for
Okay,
people to
but
say
here's the thing.
there was literally a genocide, and they're like, it didn't happen.
Okay, but here's the thing. Go on your tangent, but then there is also this other thing about Hitler not being dead and Hitler,
Oh,
Hitler surviving, and then
Yeah.
also like where he is and where he ended up. There's a conspiracy theory about that too.
I
But
can
go
see
on
you
your-
confused. Yeah.
There ain't no conspiracy theory. Those guys are in Argentina.
Okay,
Fucking
let him finish first.
Okay,
We'll get to
okay.
that. That's like after what he is gonna.
Well, I mean, like,
Go
so,
your
like,
tangent.
without, like, the mass amount of, like, knowledge we have of, like, there's a whole museum dedicated to it, right? And for
Right.
people to be like, I never really looked into how their specifics of, like, oh, it didn't happen. But, like, to even claim that a literal genocide didn't happen, like, that's a lot of people, dog.
To claim over 6 million people did not disappear.
Yeah.
Bro, that's you gotta be you gotta be on like infinite psychedelics and like
To even think about that, to
Yeah.
think that, like, these people weren't taken. Like, there's people who survived. Like, you have survived, and they all have, like, tattoos, like, the whole
Was it-
numbers.
didn't they like get branded with numbers?
It was tattoos.
Was it tattoos?
So, well, some were branded, and then
Yeah.
some tattooed, and it's just there forever.
Yeah.
But, so Hitler's in Argentina?
oh, he's dead now, but like
Oh,
he's too old.
well, that sucks. Well, I mean, you know, I mean,
Well,
not that he's.
Why does
Well-
it suck that he's dead?
Well, no,
Well,
not like that.
hold
But I
on.
mean, like, I would.
Why are you waving around with your palm face
well,
downward?
I just don't.
It's getting a little bit higher right now.
How tall is the grass in Germany again? No, I mean, I would have figured, you know, with all of his sort of knowledge, he would have Nazi zombies, you know?
it's about as tall as Hitler himself. Yo, no, but listen. What if
Mhm.
because there was claims of like the Nazis' technology being far advanced for that time period. So what if Hitler actually is still alive? Because
know.
think about it.
That'd be-
Okay, think about it. Think about it this way. Okay, there was recently something that came out about this Chinese man. I don't know if it's true, to be honest, but
That he's Chinese.
Chinese man. Well, no, that's not.
Uncoincidentally, he was.
That's Hitler being Chinese.
No, the Chinese man was Chinese.
Oh, yeah. No, he's said to be like over 400 years old.
Oh, like a hermit kind of deal.
So they apparently they've the neighborhood that he lived in,
Mm.
he grew up, and people that live there can testify, like old people, like people in their 90s and whatnot. They can testify that yes, when I was a kid, this guy was an old man. So, and then to go further into that, the man himself actually has proof of receiving medals and receiving
Oh, I
like
heard about that. Yeah.
yeah,
Receiving
Rec-
mail from like empires,
exactly,
from like old
receiving
dynasties.
exactly. Yeah. And he was like, these
Damn.
are, and it's signed by that whoever
The
the
emperor,
empire,
whatever.
whatever the emperor at that time was, it's signed by the emperor, or like the emperor's like right hand man or whatever, signed by him. He was like, he's been around for a little while, and he's like he's saying that he could back it up with proof that he has from that time
That's
period, from
crazy.
like the time period that he was
Ra's al Ghul?
Ra's al Ghul.
It's Ra's al Ghul in the flesh.
And apparently he's Chinese. Liam Neeson was Chinese all along. We didn't know.
God damn. That's pretty crazy. I think I read something about that, and I think some people are claiming there's a fruit. What is it called? It's
Goji berries.
goji berries, and they say goji berries have like some crazy like.
He claimed himself that goji berries is what extended his life. He said that he ate a certain amount of goji berries every single day since he was young.
He's 400.
And now he's over
chugging.
400 years old. He
That's what our
said
senators are eating.
he said that's what Mitch McConnell's eating.
That
It's not
motherfucker-
working well for him though. His
Goji
motherfucker's just
smoothies.
spacing out at certain
Right.
point.
Gojis. Get the gojis.
Go, get the gojis. God damn it.
Start throwing them from the crowd. McConnell.
Sir McConnell. Ah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy claimed he was like, goji berries is what he consumed, and he believes that goji berries is what extended his life. So, what if Hitler got a hold of the goji berries? What if Hitler got a hold of the goji berries and he escaped to Argentina and he is still in hiding there? Consider this. How much of the Amazon rainforest have we discovered?
That I have no idea. I
Not
know.
much.
I know we've
Not much.
sent drones over and found like indigenous people that have never seen.
Yeah,
outside
but even
life.
now, even to this day, like deep into the Amazon rainforest, we still have not.
You think Hitler would be okay there with all those people?
I mean, so
They don't even have
okay.
to go into the rainforest though, because like
But here's
you could. There are communities.
Yeah.
You could see them. Like there are like straight up German communities in Argentina.
What?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
There's a fuck ton of them,
Yep.
In Argentina?
Yep.
Why?
and it's rumored that a lot of the SS like high-ranking officials that weren't bought and paid for by Russia or the U.S. to come to their countries.
They
They
are.
escaped.
They fled to
There
Argentina.
has been. Yeah. There's solid evidence, pictures, videos of Nazi bunkers with swastika. Was it swastika?
Yeah.
The swastika logo and everything on the bunker entrance, founded in the forest
Of Argentina.
of Argentina,
That's crazy. I didn't know
in
that.
the mountains of Argentina.
That's
It
wild.
was, yeah. It was proven. I mean, it was found. So there's pictures of it online. People can look this stuff up.
That's
There's
crazy.
definitely, yeah. And there's also the argument of why is Argentina's population now, so many of them, why are they such fair-skinned, when we know the indigenous population of that region
Germany 2.0.
was much darker skinned.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, they're so close to the
native-
equator. They
yeah.
would be.
they're yeah. I mean, so that's the other thing. So there's a lot of people.
Mm.
There's a lot of Argentinians nowadays that they're super fair skinned, and that's the other thing. So there's like speculation about that. So how are they that fair skinned when the indigenous you can't so there is the argument of, oh well, the Spanish conquistadors and whatnot went and colonized Southern America as well as the French did at some point as well. But there's the argument that the first um, the conquistadors and the French and the English didn't really colonize that region all that much as when Hitler's people basically escaped to, and they did. Their main area to hide away was Argentina, because
Wow.
because the Spaniards, the French, and the English, when they were trying to colonize, and the Americans at some point, later on, when they were trying to colonize the southern uh, hemisphere,
Yeah.
they were kind of mainly in the where Brazil is and the northern countries of like Colombia and Honduras and Venezuela area
Yeah.
and Chile, but they didn't go all the way down south. Argentina is at like it goes all the way down south to the tip of it, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So they didn't. There was arguments of that. Hey, that's the perfect spot to go to because they haven't come down all the way yet. So then they didn't go all the way down there and colonize the entirety of Argentina at that
Yeah.
point, all the way to the tip and whatnot. So that's where it's argued that they escaped to that region where it was
Nobody's
chances
there.
of them being found was the least like over there. So
Now there's
and
a
then-
German population in Argentina.
yeah, I mean, and he before leaving he was like, my man, find the Chinese man, get the goji berries. I'm gonna live over there.
Yeah. Time to find out if there's goji bears in Argentina.
The Chinese man's he said his master that taught him everything, art and literature and the way of life and living and basically everything that he taught him. He said his master was 700 years old.
That's crazy.
So how much of that is true? Obviously,
Can you
I don't
imagine,
know.
like,
But there, think about it though.
at what point do you stop, like, deteriorating, right?
Well, he's still able to do everything for himself. Apparently, that's what he said. Like he needs no one's help to go to the market, walk, and do the daily things that you need to do. He needs nobody's help. He is more than capable of doing everything on his own.
Damn, that
So,
motherfucker got
I
that.
can barely do shit now.
Yeah,
My meniscus.
your knee,
My meniscus.
your meniscus is already deteriorating. This man over here at 400 years old,
Yeah,
trekking
right.
the world.
That man's got that left palm strike. Motherfucker got that God palm strike back from Kung Fu Hustle. Fucking put a hole in the mountains. He got a breathing technique that'll blow off the top off a goddamn
His master
mountain.
did live in one of the mountains over there in China.
He's
Yeah,
got the Skyrim shouts.
dude, he's
Ro Soga. You see a mountaintop just come off. I want to believe that kind of shit happens.
I don't know, man. I mean,
I
the
want to
life,
believe it, but
life
it's,
expectancy of what is it, Sardinia? I think it's Sardinia.
oh yeah, the highest on
Dude.
the planet is Sardinia. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like
It's like 90, isn't it?
if you go to one of their grave sites, bro, everyone that you see that's buried there, almost everyone is like aged, like minimum age that they died was like 100 years old, and everyone else that
Everyone
has
starts
died,
with, like, a 17.
it's like 100, 105, 104, 110, 112, whatever. It's over 100 years old, almost everybody that dies there. And everyone else that's living there, man is at 95, doing everything. Riding bicycle, walking up and down the hills of Sardinia,
Where's Sardinia?
no-
At? Europe?
Italy,
Oh, in Italy.
south of Italy, I believe it is.
It's gotta be the pizza sauce.
Maybe.
Pizza sauce out of everything.
Oh my God,
Pizza,
yeah.
bamba tinga hamba
The-
bomba day.
The dough.
Tinga haba daba pinda ba damba da.
Oh, I thought you were going.
I don't. I know there's like a traditional Italian song that sounds like that, something like that. But everyone just says A pizza pie, a pizza tone, ba-da. But I don't know the actual words. I don't know any Italian.
I watched this movie. This Disney movie it was pretty actually good. It's called Luca. And
The birds?
no
Shit.
no that's something else. I forgot what it's called.
Luca. Oh yeah, the birds are from Brazil. That's not.
Yeah, the birds are
Luca.
from this one's Luca, and they're like half mermaids and whatnot and shit. Like
Oh yeah, and they come out on shore and
they
they're
come out on shore,
yeah.
and he finds this little like friend of his that's also a half like mermaid, half merman, whatever, and he's all about, I want to be a man, I want to be a real boy, and he has his little base and whatnot in this little island, and he has no parents or whatever. Sad, but his thing is the one thing that kind of like stuck with me from the movie is Silenzio Bruno.
Is that his name?
The kid's name is Bruno, and he's like trying to do like a leap of faith over with this little moped that they built. And he's like, yo, try it out. And he's like, no, it's too dangerous. And he's like, just tell yourself, Silenzio Bruno, and just go for it. And he's just like, what? He's like, tell yourself, Silenzio Bruno, and just do it. Just do it. And he goes at it. And he's like, Silenzio Bruno. And he just goes, bro. And it's like, you see the little moped come apart in the middle of the air. They fall into the water. But that was a little thing. And I was like, Silenzio Bruno.
Oh.
So whatever you got to do, bro.
Doesn't that mean
when you're
quiet in
hesitating.
Spanish? Silencio. It's quiet.
Yeah. But Italians have a lot of words that is kind of similar to to
Italians, French, and Spanish. It's
French and
overlaps
Spanish.
quite a bit.
Yeah, Latin.
Mm.
It's kind of, there's a lot of words.
In Latin?
There's a lot of words that's like
The shit Constantine was saying in the back of the Bible to beat up the demons? I don't know, buddy. Silencio, demono. Demono, silencio. Let me get to the other pages. Hold on. This is... Donde está el baño? What is this demon saying to me?
God damn.
I took Latin in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't take Latin. That was one of the options,
I
and I
failed.
was like, bro, I heard the teacher speak a little bit, and I was like, no, not for me.
I failed.
This is not for me. And
Yeah.
I just walked out, and I took French and Spanish instead.
Yep.
Yeah, regular Spanish,
Yeah, I
not
took-
Latin.
Yeah, I
And
took
so-
Spanish for like 3 years. But yeah, I failed Latin. So it was,
I wouldn't say I failed Spanish and French, but I definitely should have continued and just picked either one, because
Yeah.
what I did was 2 years of one and then 2 years of the other, and I just learned the basics of
both.
both,
Yeah.
which was kind of bullshit. I should have just stuck with one of them and did the full 4 years, and I could have probably picked up a good amount.
Yeah.
I just learned the basics of it, though. Yeah. And even the basics, like, shit, this has been a long ass time.
Oh,
so, like,
yeah.
when you don't constantly speak
Yeah,
it,
yeah, forget
you
it all.
start to forget.
Yeah, I forgot pretty much all of my Spanish. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We getting ready to go get some lunchy lunch. We're gonna call it for now.
Are we done with our tangents? Are we done with our little stories and conspiracy shit? Goji berries?
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking up goji berries.
Bro, I'm starting. I'm gonna have to look up on Amazon if they have some.
I'll fix that later.
Shit, I'm trying to give me some goji berries.
Shit.
It seems like it's not only extending the man's life; it's extending the life of his meniscus too.
Oh, I need that. Alrighty, let's go get some food.
Let's get some food.
Yeah, if you guys made it this far and you enjoyed it, you got something out of it, make sure you guys hit that like.
Shit, if you didn't get anything out of it and it was just fun stories,
Yeah.
that's basically what it was.
If you made
Hey.
it this far, just hit that comment.
What did I say in the beginning? Shits and giggles.
Yeah. Hit the comment, drop a like if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, and we'll see you guys